Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I had a poll going on the Facebook page for which build style you would like to see from the early 1900s, and the style with the most votes was a Queen Anne Victorian. So for this build, I chose a 40 by 30 lot in Willow Creek. The property could definitely fit on something smaller. I think I maybe used only about half the lot, maybe a little more. But I chose this lot just because I love the views of it. It has the river that runs behind it, and when you're playing in-game, there's a little riverboat that goes up and down the river. It's just really, really pretty, and I thought it would give the home some beautiful views. So if you're choosing to download this one and put it in-game, I would definitely recommend going back for this same lot in Willow Creek. It just fits it perfectly. So this house is a 2-story Queen Anne with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a study, which could be a 4th bedroom if you wanted to refurnish it. And then there's a kitchen, dining room, living room, sunroom, and then verandas on both the front and back. A big feature of the Queen Anne style is the circular rooms, and I really love that we have the curved walls now, but I have to say I think the feature is a little difficult to use. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that has this problem, or maybe it's just, maybe it's just another thing I struggle with, or maybe it really is an issue with the feature, I'm not sure. But while I was trying to put my rooms and things together, and you may notice it in the video, my walls and doors kept clipping into a way where the room would basically disappear. It would just act like it wasn't a room anymore and delete things and mess everything up, so I'd have to undo everything I had done. So it took a lot of kind of wiggling things around to get everything placed the way I wanted with the rooms that had the curved walls without it deleting things. It also caused a problem when I was trying to place furniture in these curved rooms. It would act like there was almost something blocking it, even though there was nothing there in the room. It wouldn't let me set things in certain areas of the room in a certain way without a lot of pushing it. So that was really my issue with that. The only other problems I had with this build, and this wasn't an issue with the game, it's just me, but the windows and curtains. I really wanted to include the tall windows that are common with the style of home, but I had very few curtains available to me that I felt looked right and were long enough for the windows. Either they weren't long enough, or they were long enough, but they didn't quite meet the floor, and they have like this little gathering at the bottom where you can tell it's meant to look like they've kind of bundled up on the bottom of the floor, but they're actually hanging about a foot above the floor. Or they hung perfectly, they fit perfectly, but the window was on a curved wall, so the curtain rods on the top were clipping through the walls. So it took a little bit of trial and error going through a lot of the different curtains before I could find the ones that really worked well for what I wanted in the different locations. And for the appearance of everything, I tried to blend all the modern amenities with the historical aesthetic. So things like the TV over the fireplace in the living room, there were fire alarms, I did put a sprinkler system in, there's a computer in the study, and then of course the kitchen appliances. All of these items, if I could not choose ones that replicated the period accurate look, I tried to place them in a way where they weren't noticeable. So they're still there, but you just don't really see them from the main views. They're like tucked around corners or kind of above things. So I tried to do that everywhere I could to keep the overall look accurate. The only thing I really didn't do that with was the TV above the fireplace in the living room. Obviously, there is no way to make a TV look period accurate for a time period when TVs did not exist. And hiding it somewhere really would defeat the purpose of even having it. So I found one that had these side speakers on it, and the actual plastic framing was white. And I kind of feel like it makes look like a little bit like a framed picture hanging on the wall, so it doesn't stand out awkwardly. Like, obviously it's a TV, you look at it, you can see, yes, there's the TV there, but it doesn't look out of place in the room. And then these radiators, oh my gosh, I'm freakishly in love with the radiators that we got with the For Rent expansion pack. I put them in every room I could. They are so cute, and they perfectly fit the time period and what I was trying to do with this build. And I think it's all the little details like that that really add character to a build and bring it to life. So I'm in love with those. As soon as I saw those were available in the for rent content, I just tossed my cap. I was so happy about that. I'm like I said, it's ridiculous how happy I am about that little item. It's something I've wanted for a long time, just to be able to have something that simple. So that's about all I have for this one. If you enjoyed this build, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, no custom content or mods were used, and all lots and content created on the channel are available for download in the Sims 4 gallery. If you'd like to follow along for more updates or just little community, we do have a Facebook page where I post regularly, and then I share my videos there as well. I'll see you next time. Bye.